So there's a possibility that you could fall for a straight guy.
I think so.
Fuck, you look at him when I said that shit. Wow.
I didn't look at him.
Subscribe for your girl, because
I can't believe I'm caught in between two ladies.
Smash know the hear word. Me, she said don't bring her name in matters again. From week 1 till now, she don't tire. Anyway, she was not asked the question. It was Abubu. Abubu, what was this that you were telling Sipisile that some girls are pushing an agenda against your name? And boy, is that, I was referring to Minshini. So I'm closer to Mandy. I mean, Minshini was having a say about Mandy's makeup and things. And I kind of felt it was not the best thing to say. So we trashed it out, me and Minshini. Then also with Nzuku, she rudely told me to get up from a bed. That was not hers weeks back. And I kind of felt, the last time it was Nzuku. This time it's Minshini. Are they cooking on my name or something? Hey. Anyway, of course, you have Mata Muzi evicted with Mata. Izuku says she wouldn't mind if that girl is evicted. It is what it is. And that was the deal breaker. And girl finally gets evicted. You have housemates falling back to their usual duties. They were even waiting for more evictions. They were clocking their hands, holding on tight, only for Smash to be sided off, saying that people should prepare to vote for their faves in the coming week. More conversations. Sipisele is not having it. This whole thing of Tyrone nominating her, I've been very good with him. We've been talking, smiling. What was that for? So if I did not get people to vote for me, what was he trying to do? I understand it's a game, but that was so unfair. Anyway, Melino in a conversation with Goluva, they gotta win HOH or else today, next week is gonna be messy. And this is how your fate voted. So if you're thinking Swiss deserved to go, he was that close to going. And let's hope that next week, those who don't like him, you get rid of him. And those who like him, he gets to stay in the competition. Inzuku broke down in tears as Muzi was evicted, and she went to the kitchen area with the help of Nate, patting on her shoulder and saying, "Oh girl, chill, you'll be okay." Guluva went like, "At least you feeling how I'm feeling," and they burst out laughing. And they now revisiting the matter issue and saying that it is what it is. For a friend to do that, because she takes friendship very serious, even though it's in a game house, and she does not go talking about matter, never in the house. So for Martha to do this, she's yet to one day be at home and figure out what has even been said by Martha against her name, and she wouldn't let it go. So it is what it is. If Martha feels awful about her, she equally feels same, and she wouldn't tolerate such a person as a friend. Now you have a man, Jojo, coming to join Guluva and Melino in their conversation. She sat close to Melino, and Melino told her to come sit in their middle. They're talking about how grateful they are for passing another eviction and being saved. You have a Mandy also coming there and feeling grateful, like, look, if you like say we got friends, and they are discussing the number of times they've been up and saying that, Melino, you were just the new entry. He said it equally feels good. Isile joins the conversation, put her chair in front of Melino but sat facing Guluva, and Guluva said, can she shift her body a little to not face him? And she obliged. HOH has been trying to play it safe, but he is telling Swiss that he feels he might be nominated this week, and saying that he's happy Swiss is finally not evicted, saying that I told you, boy. Then he said, just as you told me, I'm also telling you, if you are up for the first time, you still will manage to stay. Tyrone, chill. Let's live our lives. And he said, what if? Then he said, there's nothing like what if. It's a game. Is it not a game? We all go. And you have Pilile coming to hug Swiss. Now, Uyanda was also in the kitchen washing utensils. He joined Mandy Abubo's Sweet Guluva conversation with Jojo, and it was all about what to do in the coming week and how to merit your stay in Biggie's house. And they were also checking the number of weeks left and thinking about those who just got evicted, and the whole conversation that erupted between Inzuku and Mata prior to the eviction. You go outside, you have Swiss in a conversation with Nate and Tyrone. According to Boy, the envelope thing is likely to come, right? And this time around, he is hoping that, okay, Swiss, you called to the diary room, you picked one, Tyron, oh, and the last baby girl, Nate. And they burst out laughing. He is glad to be there. Boy is requesting for the private letter, and he is just looking at him, making faces. Boy, like, wait till they soap, wait till they do you. And they are all chills and laugh. Camera now picks on Beekay. He is in a conversation with Pilile and Mandy, and they are asking him how he feels, knowing that people saved him. And boy said, yeah, it feels good. You remember what I told you, right? Then Mandy said, yes. You said you are the calm, quiet type. You don't instigate. You are not into beef. So you are worried some people might not like you in Biggie's house. That is why you were shivering that you'll be evicted. But at least you get to know they saved you. And boy said, yeah, it feels good, you know. It feels good that I'm not the kind who would want to go fight and things. But I'm not even seen. I'm not the kind who is seen like that. And people are managing to see me regardless of how cameras are moving around certain people. So I am glad. And I'm like, hey, whoever trusts Beekay in this game, Yawa do you. See that boy? From there, he is next to Cook Minshini. Now they storm outside being lovey-dovey, engaging in conversation. He asked politely, would you want to sit down for us to talk? Girl obliged. How are you? I'm good. You thought I would go? Girl said, I told you you wouldn't. What's up with you and Swiss? The other time I really wanted to come over. But the way I saw you and Swiss, I'm kind of thinking I've been hearing rumors too. Girl is like, Swiss, why you didn't come? There is nothing between me and him. So pool party, we were just having fun. He carried me. You shouldn't think deep like that. He's like a brother. I fight him. We make amends like a brother. Boy said, yeah, it makes sense. I don't know why I was overthinking. It was my birthday. I really had plans for you and I, but I got carried away because of how you were with him. Girl is like, don't be. Beekay now said, I asked to see the pictures that you have. Girl said, you've not seen them? Boy is like, not all. Your very personal one. I would want to see them. Girl is like, you would want to see them now? He's like, maybe later. Girl is like, oh, but I thought you'd seen them. He's like, no. Winked his eye and went like, the ones. Anyway, this same question. Can we work things out? So this time he's like, you are bad just like me. And reading you, I think you're thinking the same way I'm thinking. You are in denial. I'm also in denial. And I don't know how this will continue, but this is where we are now. We are not being truthful to ourselves. Girl kept blushing. What am I thinking? And what are you thinking? And what are you thinking that you think I'm thinking? And boys, oh, I'm not saying anything. I remember you came to be with Nate and you did what you did. But I'm thinking, no. You wanted to do it with me if Nate was not there. When will it reach my turn, girl? She blushed and said, who told you? I shouldn't have even asked that question. He's like, it's good you asked. Why wouldn't you ask me? I have been there all this while for you. But I don't know. This is not the first time. It happened the other time too. I don't know what I did. Then you were with Nate. So I'm beginning to think you are deflecting. What is the problem? So this is it. That point, when he got there, I was thinking, boy wanna say girl wants him just as he wants her. But whenever girl wanna get too close, she withdraws. And she eagerly needs the young man and cannot have him. When she withdraws, she takes it on to Nate. That is what he wanted me. Girl said, you're very observant. He's like, I gotta be observant if it is you who is in the picture. Then she kept blushing. I'm like, no wonder. Nate is tagged with Beekay. That boy, don't play. He is so chilled and putting question upon question and making the young lady blush. Now he's onto this. When you win HOH, I think you're taking me with you, aren't you? She's like, oh, I will. He said, don't lie. Will you take... He said, let's vow. Let's make a pledge. So they did with their little fingers. Then girl also asked, are you taking me to the HOH room? Boy's like, I cannot promise. She's like, I knew it. He's also like, I know you. And this one, people kind of feel they are not talking about winning HOH and going to cozy. They're talking about eviction. Those two are crooks. Today or 4 days, Salah. Hey! Cameraman, thank you. Anyway, hello, welcome to Vampire J. Thank you so much for clicking that one or too much. On and on, they continue with their lovely conversations and whatever those two go cooking. Minshini goes into the pool. She's quite relaxed. She's reminiscing on something. She will just be smiling, camera picking on her. I know they know the thing where they go into her hair, like boom things, I guess. You have Inzuku also going into the pool, camera picking on her. She seems quite sad. She seems quite pissed off. And there is anger and uncertainty also on her face. You have Tyron and others later joining. And it is big conversation going on in the pool. Abobo in the diary room earlier also talked about his friendship with Mandy and Uyanda, saying that with Mandy, he enjoys her conversation. Now, you have Uyanda finishing the meal, yummy, and your faves getting served. Beekay saying prayers, Minshini in a low tone saying amen. That's how I bring to an end to this video. The question is simple. Is Beekay and Minshini talking about them liking each other and hiding, or they don't like each other and they're pretending? Why is Sweet Guluva on a second time telling ladies to change their certain position when he's with them? Last time it was Pilile, now it's Sipisile. I'm hoping that Smash would help us get answers from Guluva, because this is quite awful. Among other things that happen in the house with people chasing guys and things, if the misconception out there, I've been reading tweets and more like the desperate girls. Guluva is not in the house for you, desperate girls. But most guys also sit there and we don't hear these same comments coming from them. And this is a confined space. Why does he do that and say these things? Your own speculation, who will win HOH tomorrow? Then the envelopes that Biggie will be hiding, which housemate do you think will get a chance to get some? And Guluva and Tyron, are they getting nominated tomorrow for eviction nomination? Or Aluta Continua, they will still be hidden and people will not see them in the house? The moment Muzi got evicted and Biggie posted it, you have the handler of Ashley using Ashley's account going to like it, and people feeling like, oh, it's Ashley, she's that petty. They like it like that. Most Ashley fans are happy, saying that bring that boy to us. We will wash him for him to be whiter than snow. Others feel this is not the doing of Ashley, but the handler. Total silence at Minshini and Izuku sat to eat meal prepared by Uyanda. You have Nate putting it to Swiss that I think there is more to what you got going on with Pilile. Boy said nothing, we just cuddle. And girl is like, no, I know what I saw. Boy is like, tell me, what did you see? She said, anyway, I'm not saying. Boy is like, you're not doing me good, tell me. But according to him, he feels girl is a good girl. He likes her, but not love her. But girl is catching more feelings. Now, BK is also saying that he's caught up in between two girls and he likes them but does not know where he stands, and these girls are all into women. Of course, arriving at it is Nate and Minshini, he doesn't know who to choose, but he would have drawn towards Minshini, but he's also thinking, why did Minshini want him home? What was the reason? Only for Nate to be like, I think she nominated you because she likes me. I'm like, Nate, but the girl nominated you too. Her reason were even that the guy that she want to spend time with is been hanging around with you. So she thinks when the two are gone, with whatever game you go going, then she'll be okay. So how did you arrive at me? She nominated BK because of you. She liking you. This girl is in this game and messing up with this boy's mind. The only person who can manipulate BK in the game is Nate. And that BK, he is seen manipulating every other housemate in the game and blaming it on Nate. Anyway, it is what it is, yeah. He claims he doesn't know what to do, and he is asking Nate, do you like me? Like me. She is blushing and also keeping quiet. I'm like, as far as conversation is concerned in Biggie's house, the numero one is that boy called BK. Now, you have Swiss asking Nate, girl, is there a possibility that you forgo being into women and like a man, be straight? She's like, yeah, it's very possible. that I would like a man. And boy began to laugh. Beekay now grabbed his wine, sipping non-stop. The Swiss is like, why were you looking at Beekay? Girl is defending me. I was not looking at Beekay. Sweet Guluva say that me Shini Izuku, it be like say no agenda is flying tonight, or I'm lying, no agenda, nothing will fly tonight, and they are laughing. The girls are quiet now. They are having conversations, and you have Mandy talking about how a guy that she met began touching her and saying, do I have your consent to keep on? She's like, okay, can I also touch you? The blah, 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 blah. The long short of the story is the person want to do the do. And she's saying, I ain't doing it without you putting on your CD. You need that socks on before. And I'm like, hey, I don't show you the watch indeed. Now, it got to Jojo's turn also talking about relationship and sex life and saying that, the first guy that I went for, that guy was cheating on me and was also with another woman I didn't know. He left his phone there. I was eager to check on and I caught him. Then there was this other guy too. Girl is narrating two different instances. And they are like, you have Uyanda saying, oh, then the problem is not the guy, the problem is you. Where are you picking your man from and which sort of men are you into? And you have Tyrone say, girl, yeah. They cannot be the problem. You are really the problem. You have Guluva saying that stories like this should be said by a 45-year-old and not a 23-year-old. The disappointment on Guluva's face, more like if I liked you 5%, now it is even 2. How did you get hooked up with such men? I need to dig into this girl and find out more about her. Charlie, sitting in front of your crush and bringing all the loose conversation and nothing enticing rather than things that will make them like, oh, sorry, you've been through a lot. Mama mia, Tyrone is even tired. See you yonder. Hey, Jojo, is she cooking or she's being real? Anyway, how do you see Beekay's game? So the young man first had conversation with Pilile and Mandy, moved on to cook Minshini, and now Nate. You and I know Muzi is his buddy, so with him being evicted and he quite closer to Inzuku, do you think he will go and continue with the goodness and mercies and go talk to her too? Hey, Mr. Polygamy, he's cooking. Look at him sitting pretty handsome with a straight face. Anyway, so with the Guluva situation with the girls, I know the girls can be too much. I know some deliberately might be doing that, some unconsciously. He likes his baby in shorts. He has been hanging his leg around Minshini, Jojo, and one or two others. And his babe will hang her legs around Sefali, Muzi, and one or two guys, Luzuko and Beekay. They don't do it consciously or they do it consciously. Does it mean that when Ashley was doing that, she was luring another man? The question is simple. Guluva is at liberty to question anyone like move. It's okay. How about the host helping? Because the thoughts on the socials, more like the desperate side chicks now want to show their toto to the guy free of charge. These girls are really desperate. That thing is not sitting well with me because they all got shots. And this is home. They are not at work. They are living home life. And of course, I understand that you'd want them putting their legs closer, but sometimes you not get it like butter and bread. So I'm just hoping, and he's not the only guy in the house, and for that comment to come from him twice, I'm just hoping that Smash will come through for sanity, because I'm a woman, and such things just don't sit well with me. But what's up with Jojo? Is it that Jojo is into ginseng boys, the ginseng body boys who are like high, that harsh kind of the riff-raffs ruffians, like the mentality of, oh, you don't need to be boring, you need to be ginger, make you ginger. And those people, they they come for what they want to come for and they leave her hanging. Or she is into the wanting, no get, and getting no one. She doesn't like them calm, cool-headed. When she's overspoiled with love, she feels something is off and she goes for the hard kind of. Was she right when she said she's not been treated with kindness? She's always gone for them hard. Like the people she goes for, they don't want her. Is it also beginning to play out with her being around Guluva, knowing well that the guy would not like her? So imagine it was on the outside and Guluva is loose. All he would do is begin to act like, oh, I love you. I do. Why not? Then get his way with you 1 or 2 times, he's done, he moves. How do you see Jojo? Is the story true? Is there a reflection of her story to what she's been doing in the house, even with Luzuko chasing him back and forth, when even asking, why don't you like me, blah, 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 and getting somebody who had her time and kind of felt like, I'm above you, you are not my standard, and getting him evicted, and now coming for Guluva? Or you think it is a cooked up story and she does not mean it? Our young 23-year-old, the youngest in the house. Anyway, adios.